Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TCS eSports League. We're into Game 3 of our 4th match day. I'm Switchblade Trade, joining me again is Digital Bacon, and we have got for you the series between Whiffmasters and Silent Gaming, two teams that really need to pick up the slack, certainly in the case of the Whiffmasters, but they're up against a team that want to prove that they are worthy of this league, Bacon.
Yeah, definitely. Whiffmasters and Silent Gaming coming on through as the last two teams in, from the qualifiers. Whiffmasters winning one game out of 3 so far, and Silent Gaming, like we said, they've done very well. 2 wins out of the 3 here today. If they can make it third, any doubters of them basically saying no, they should have been able to come into this league for whatever reason, they just go sit over on your little grumpy bench. Silent Gaming are here and they are playing like they deserve it. The lads have been phenomenal. Whiffmasters, we have to give them credit though. Week 1, they had Servette Geneva. They lost 3-0. It's Servette Geneva. They're pretty darn good. Week 2, they had Lausanne. Lost 3-2. Very, very close. So understandable. It's Lausanne afterwards. And then week 3, they did beat Helvets 3-1. So here, Whiffmasters, it's understandable that they're in the losing state they are. And here, going up against Silent Gaming, unfortunately for Silent Gaming, Whiffmasters are sort of like their bogey team. If you look back through all the qualifiers, Whiffmasters do have a very good record against them.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Silent win at least a best of 5 series. I'm not sure about best of 3 off the top of my head, yeah, for certain there have been that boogeyman team where you just think to yourself, okay, well, the history has proven this in all cases that Whiffmasters are the better squad. So this match is very, very important for the Silent side, of course. So, yeah, I think it's going to be very, very important to see whether they'll be able to do well. Of course, it is best of 5 rules, so much more consistent and, just very, very... it'll prove once and for all whether or not Silent will be able to hold their own against the Whiffmasters. And with their second series coming up later in the league play, I think that'll be an interesting sort of story to follow as the weeks go on. But quick predictions, Bacon, where do your loyalties lie on this one?
My loyalties, like I said, Whiffmasters, the bogey team of Silent, so I reckon it's going to be Whiffmasters, and then both these two teams are going to be squared up at 2 apiece. Jay, what are you thinking?
I'm going with Whiffmasters as well, again, as you say. There's a bit of history between these two teams. So let's see whether they'll be able to try and prove themselves off. For now, though, we're ready to get into game number 1 here. Over on the blue half of the court, it will be the Whiffmasters and Silent Gaming. Over on orange, we have got all of the Whiffmasters squad and Silent Gaming. Taking a little bit of time to get back in. There we go. All 6 players have joined the server. And it's going to be game number 1 in our best of 5 series. Kicking things off will be to the favour of the Whiffmasters side. And Wizzy will be the man to take control early on in towards this box. Italy and Syntax going to have to try and defend it. They were successful in doing so. Ball now out towards the centre. Italy to Synox. Good pass in towards the shot, but it will be defended, and Wizzy will look to take control. Back into Max. Syntax denies it. The ball goes into the corner. Synox with an awkward touch. Actually misses entirely. The ball does not go in the back of the net in the early 30 seconds of the game.
Yeah, good to see Synox back on the pitch as well. The lad just creates so many opportunities and is a defensive powerhouse for this Silent Gaming side. Oh, no. The problem is Italy is not.
Well, that's a shame right there. A great position being taken by Wizzy, and no one was set up on the Silent side to do anything about it at the first. Being scored by Whiffmasters. Let's hope this is not a standard and the precedent for the rest of the series and the rest of this game, certainly. Good start from Italy, trying to fend off the kickoff, and a great 50-50 against Wizzy as well. Amar's still going to be able to take control regardless. Will sit to the favour of the Whiffmasters side. Synox still in the middle, however. Mac to the corner where Synox will try and take control. Amar passes back to Syntax, who is there to support against the miss on the 100 boost, actually not quite spawned in just yet, Italy. So there's a little bit to go up the wall with. We'll put it off the backboard one more time. Opportunity set up for the redirection. Synox not plays perfectly though, so the opportunity is with Syntax once again, trying to get it off that backboard. Once again, just trying to put some pressure against the Whiffmasters side. It all remains inside their half with nothing to be scored yet on the part of Silent.
No, and that's not for a lack of trying. You can see they keep trying to get the ball down to their opponent's net, but nothing too threatening just yet. Whiffmasters, a team with a lot of caliber and a lot of players. I'm here going, Amard, he didn't play last time. I can remember Timo. And it's just a case of they've got 5 players on their roster who are all fantastic This is a squad that just has so much depth to them.
A lot of depth indeed. Let's see whether they can pull through and make it happen. Amard, at the moment, taking the save from Sarnox's shot. Two players committing to the defense of their backboard. That certainly did get a little bit awkward, but Mako will still be able to defend it regardless. Shot coming in from Syntax, and Sarnox with a follow-up. There we go. The passing play works. It's back to evens.
Yep, quite a nice, easy, tidy maneuver here. Syntax pulling out defense. Problem being the double commit, though, hurts them. And so, Synox putting it away with a very accurate touch. If he had put that down to the left, that had been hit out by Wizzy. So, Synox just seeing the opportunity and clinically put it away.
So, already into a setup from the other side of the court. Syntax already trying to see if he can score that second right there. Italy with a follow through, going off that crossbar, but not going to be followed up again with a double touch and just get cleared away. And Amard will pass back towards Mac in the midfield. Sarno's going to have to rotate. Actually, there's no one here in the rotation. Will he just put it out of position? That's certainly going to be an opportunity. The tinge comes through, but Amard cannot score. It goes too high, and the crossbar saving the opposing force. Now Syntax follows through as it goes back to the corner. Synox here the challenge against Amard. Amard won't be able to get there right there. Italy with the follow through. Wizzy with a good shot from long range. Syntax will just disrupt it out of position. So the ball remains in the control of Silent Game.
Yep, and it's good for them. Like we said, bogey team sitting right in front of them, and it's looking like they're able to go head to head. But remember that first game of the evening, Jay. Monks just could not put it together against the Vet, and even though those 3 games were super close, it was still a sweep. So you've got to get the upper hand here, Silent.
Upper hand is absolutely necessary for both of these teams. Mako, ball control missing. Amard putting it a little bit too high. Synox try and challenge with it, so we'll get demoed out by Mako, and a follow through coming in from Amard. Mako trying to dunk it down. Syntax just gets back there in time. Returns fire to the blue side of the court. Wizzy will just put that off target. But still, a very, very nice clutch defense coming in from the Silent side as we approach the last minute of the game here, Bacon. This is going to come down to the wire. This next goal could be the end of game 1. Certainly Amard will try to put that in position for his team. Syntax trying to deny. Good shot comes through. Synox is still in the net, though. He's going to be able to save.
Yeah, a lot of over-aggression into their attacks from both sides on the pitch here. That means, yes, their offense looks a little bit stronger, a lot more pressure to them. But if there's a quick counter, a quick, fast ball just leaving and shooting down to the opponent's end of the field, if it's on target, you could see a quick runaway goal, and that's scary here.
Very, very scary indeed. This ball getting so close to those nets, 1-to-1 on the board, 40 seconds to go. The pressure mounts per the moment. Amard takes control, gets it past Synox pretty confidently. Syntax will still be here, however. Good shot, going to be denied by Wizzy as Syntax goes right past him. Amard tries to see if he can fake it out, follow through onto Wizzy's quick control with Synox there to defend it all. Syntax will demo out Amard, try and take out some of the mid-play presence, but Amard will get back in time into the corner where the ball's going. Still Synox setting it up. Italy to try and follow through. We'll get a shot target, but no. Disrupted by Mako. It goes off the crossbar instead. Amard keeping it away from Silent players. 8 seconds remaining. Synox feeds in towards Syntax, but Wizzy gets there as well. So we play it into the midfield 1 second ago, and Wizzy going to try and follow it on towards this backboard. It's not going to quite happen. It's overtime for game 1.
Yep, and that feels like a good storyline here, Jay. The script has been written out, and it says game 5. Really, these two fighting it out. Silent trying to redeem themselves from the qualifiers where they did lose to Whiffmasters, and Whiffmasters trying to stay on top as the top dog out of the two. We just have to see how this story unfolds, though.
Synox shot on target. Mako will be able to follow through. Italy tries to follow up. Syntax, great touch, but Amar's still going to be there in the supportive defensive area. So Italy to try and keep this control. Mako will finally get some ball control of his own. Syntax once again challenge. Leave it up to Wizzy. Mako trying to get himself off the board here. Synox completely out of boost, so can't quite take as much control as he would have liked to. Still keep the ball out here into the corner, trying to pass into Syntax to be perfectly placed. If Syntax wasn't already jumping, and they may have over-rotated. They left a massive defense gap in the defense. Italy will be able to get back just in time to defend against Wizzy's shot. Amard to try and follow through, but not before Italy gets there first.
Starting to expect Mako, sorry, what am I saying? Amard to come out with a big shot. He needs to get that pass in play through from the midfield. I'm expecting him to get off the backboard and then see Mako follow through here, Jay. They've not been connecting perfectly though, and that's the problem against the side of Silent, who just come out with the quickest little counters. They've got to pick it up here.
All out from Synox, Amard control. Still struggling to follow it through. The ball still remains up in contention. Wizzy can't quite get his aerial shots of Synox. Able to gain control here in this orange corner. Now Mako misses. Amard still with a good touch. That's going right towards his net though. Wizzy should have to take control of that. Now Syntax passing in towards Italy with a good redirection. No, it's faked out to Synox, but he can't quite defend, or can't quite get it into the defense. Just comes through once again from the Whiffmasters side. Synox puts it back into the center play. Opportunity to be taken by Italy, not going to quite happen. Synox still out. Italy with a redirect is a little bit too low for it. We continue to play on here. Both teams fighting tooth and nail to get this overtime goal. But Synox going to have to rotate to the defensive and try and deny it from the part of the Whiffmasters side. There into the corner, try to get it past Mako. Not going to quite happen. Mako with a setup. Pass into potentially Wizzy. Could be possible. Well, Wizzy going to get demoed out, so no chance on that one.
Both these two teams won last week, but this week, that can't be repeated. One of them has to lose, and they're taking their time about it. 2.5 minutes of overtime here, and really, there is no end in sight, especially with double plays like that on the attack.
Oh, but this will be the redirection from Synox that almost got taking control of. Wizzy just comes in towards the net just in time. Now Syntax back to Italy, missing on that one. That could have been the redirect to end the game, but unfortunately not going to quite happen. So we have to go to 3 minutes of overtime. Chip from Mako. Amard's going to get there, and I did see that danger as well. It looked like that was going to be a shot intercepted from the Silent side. They're just going to keep controlling towards this mid-play. Synox also in the back lines. Four defenders, Mac finds his way forward. Amard and Syntax miss, so the ball will just be left for Synox to take control. Into the corner, demo onto Mako. Syntax and Synox trying to shove each other out the way to gain that ball control. In the end, it faces towards Mako instead. The ball out towards the corner, but not much further than that.
Problem is here, Jay, with these tensions running high, that's where it leads to a mistake most of the time in defense. They just got to keep their heads held high and make sure that they're cool, because these attacks just keep coming on in from either side. I'm just, every single time the ball goes near net, I'm scared, Jay.
Very scared, because all these passing plays and setups look extremely confident, and now Syntax may have a chance. No, Wizzy just getting back there in time, and we'll try and control it in towards this box, defended by two players. Synox to follow through, Amar to put it off target. Let's try and follow out. Actually, there's no one in the defensive. Italy will just get back there. Mako now passing in towards Wizzy, who put the shot on target. 4 minutes and 13 in overtime, and finally that big shot comes through to get the first game on the board for Whiffmasters.
It might be Silent Gaming with the Italian, but the Italian dish was just served up there from Whiffmasters. A beautiful lasagna, I'm going to say, because that had so much fill into it with the pass and then the shot, just to be able to finish it off. A masterpiece of work from Whiffmasters to close out game number 1.
Very nicely done, but it didn't look like it was so damn close from the Silent side. Again, able to keep this on for overtime. Wizzy scoring both of the goals for his side. Certainly one of the key goal scorers for the for his team. Whiffmasters certainly will be able to use that as best as they can right now as we get straight into game number 2 right here.
And funny enough, Jay, you look at it there, Wizzy normally gets about 0.83. I say normally. Statistically, he gets 0.83 goals a game. And Amard, who got that pass off there, has never assisted a teammate before for Whiffmasters. So, you know, first time for everything for him.
That's great to him. At least to be able to find something in this one.
It was a good assist.
Good assist indeed. But the ball plays in for game 2's favour of the Whiffmasters side. Unfortunately, no assist today. There's no shots will be taken and going in on target. In the early 30 seconds of the game will be very high-octane action so far. Early plays from Whiffmasters will be fed away from the Silent side as Syntax goes in play. Italy. Oh, the redirect! Syntax read it like a book, and his teammate was there to ensure the goal goes in.
Syntax with the dirty little linger stays inside the box. And we're talking the box. You can see it on the pitch. It's so small, so close to the goal to be able to put that away. Massive, massive credit, though, to Italy. Normally, he's the striking force, but here setting up Syntax for that brilliant accuracy for him to find his teammate.
Was bit of accuracy to try and follow through with that setup as well. The ball in. Following up from Italy, he's challenged 50-50 by one of the players on the Whiffmasters side. Amad also out here. Mako will go Backo into the corner. Italy actually in a bit of an awkward spot. Syntax just challenges again. That ball still on target. That almost went in. Still, Italy will be able to follow it all the way around and out. So the ball remains in play for the Silent side. A lot of aggression coming back in for the Whiffmasters, and they also are able to defend. Mako again. Against Syntax initial shot in. Cynox will still be there, however. Wizzy in the corner. Pass back off that back ball. We've got one more player on the other side to try and receive. Mako off this back ball. Amad way too quick, however, keeps the ball in the midfield. Now Syntax going to try to take control. Mako misses, so Syntax passes back into his teammate. No one actually there to receive it, so they're going to go back in. The backboard touch is successful, but challenged 50-50 will make sure that Silent do not get scored upon, at least in this 3rd minute.
Mako going Backo. I love that, Jay. I was expecting you to spit some bars, but you know, we're not treated to that this evening so far anyway. Italy with a big clear downfield. You can see putting this pressure on from Silent Gaming is good. Whenever they get a chance to put a little pop shot on, do it, because it means that Whiffmaster is going to get a little bit uncomfortable, and that's something you definitely want if you're Silent Gaming.
Yeah, any sort of mistake you want to make right here will be the difference between winning and losing this game, and potentially even this series as well. Silent would love to equalize here and try the nice sweep City before it officially comes a thing here in week number 4. 2 minutes and 30 will be on the clock. Halfway point of game number 2, but the ball back away. Mako and Wizzy. The corner. Cynox will pass back in, but it will be Amad to take control of it. Both players back in the net. Should be able to save this one. No problems for Italy there. Mako still to follow through, and Syntax will get a very long shot. This is going to be defended by Amad. He will be back there. Still, Syntax puts it on target. Someone's going to have to commit to this. Cynox will try get there, but Syntax taken out towards the corner will not be able to follow suit with that quick defensive coming in from the Whiffmasters players. Challenging 50-50 at the exact same angle. Keep the ball in play, at least for the moment. Syntax a little bit too high, goes off the crossbar instead, and we continue to play on. Only a goal in the lead for Silent Gaming.
I will just like to point out a statistic here. 9 of the 10 games I've casted for TCS have been sweeps here, Jay. It was only last week where you didn't see a single one. I think I'm just a bad curse for them.
It turns out you might be. So far here, the Whiffmasters will be a curse for Silent Gaming. A good shot, may be able to find it. No, going off the crossbar, backboard, 3rd touch from Mako. And the defensive is just not quite placed right as Whiffmasters. 1 minute 16 on the clock will put their first and equalise.
Yep, and well, that's got to start moving towards the sweep because, of course, Whiffmasters got that last game. They lost this, and thank God I wouldn't have been a curse, but it seems like it continues. Whiffmasters doing very good on the attack there, of course, linking up with each other and putting that massive pressure, which they're able to do, upon Silent Gaming. Silent Gaming just need to start looking for each other, and I would say going for more 50-50s, because they're leaving too much space at the moment, going out too wide. They've got to try and keep that ball closer to themselves, Jay.
Indeed. I wish I could add more to that, but unfortunately my game crashed just before that goal came in. So,
I saw it. Trust me, I was there like, Jay's just gone to his profile pic.
Yeah, that's a problem. I'm going to have to get it quickly because I restarted.
Yep, that's fine. Just, I'm going to have to take over them for the play-by-players. I am trying to look for Jay on my friends list. There you go. I've sent him an invite chat. So we'll continue without him for about 10 seconds. Italy picking up the ball. Looking for the wall. Is he with a little bit of a mistouch? Does stall for time, but Syntax beaten by Wizzy. Syntax was trying to bait him out over to the side. Wizzy coming on in, can't get the touch to go for a back pass, and Cynox cutting in front of Syntax. Very odd playstyles from both these two teams now. So they're just trying to get that little edge upon the other with Jay back. I think he can take over for me here.
Well, 15 seconds remaining. Silent certainly want to try to put that final goal in, trying to keep it to overtime. 10 seconds and the ball goes out towards the center. Syntax trying to follow through, will bounce up high off the corner. The Justin set up. Now Syntax goes for a shot in target, but no. Amard puts it back out towards the orange hub. I think that might be about it. Italy going to try and keep it up, but now him and Synox need to work quickly as the ball goes back towards the net, and it will touch the floor. 2-0 for Whiffmasters now, looking onto match point here, Bacon. And maybe the curse of the Whiffmasters versus Silent rivalry will continue against the Silent side.
Yep, it is definitely looking like that. The lads of Silent Gaming, the problem is they're a more aggressive side, and they can't play that way. Whiffmasters are that just a little tad bit faster, able to beat them to the ball. They can move around, it seems, a little bit more intricately. And so they've got better possession of the ball and get that little extra goal. It's still so super close, though, between these two teams. We're talking, if you were looking at statistics, I don't care about statistics. That goal from Synox! You've got Jay hyperventilating with that, Synox. Someone clip it, because that... beautiful.
What on God's green earth was that? Like, the kickoff was perfect, the position was amazing, and the dribble play will go straight in the back of the net. Another early start for Silent here in the way that they want this whole thing to go, because they need a game. They need 3 of them to try and reverse sweep this series. Whiffmasters 2-0 up in our best of 5. And now some awkward touches trying to play into the defensive. They will be able to get it out successfully eventually. The Synox still playing in towards Syntax, who's going to try and step things up, but can't quite put the ball on there. Amard play in towards the mid play. Synox still try and take some sort of control as Wizzy passes back to Amard. Good redirection touch, second touch to come through. Wizzy denied by Italy, is a little bit too low, so the ball goes back into the blue half, and both players are going to try and commit to this, but Syntax will pay the price as the ball goes back to the orange half. Amard going to try something and put a shot on, see if they can equalize this in the opening minute, but doesn't seem like it's likely here, Bacon.
No, it doesn't seem it. Silent Gaming finally getting into their stride now, and that's good. Reverse sweep still is a sweep, Jay. Let's hope this one is on, because I just want to see a tasty game number 5.
Well, B, Synox, another good shot on target. Not going to quite come through, however. Always in the back line, Syntax missing his opportunity, so Italy take control towards his midfield and will be successful in doing so, following it through towards the corner. Mako going to get it off the backboard. Amar to follow out onto Synox, and Synox will take control here. Try to go for the double touch. No. Italy still towards the back lines, off that backboard. Syntax also here. Ball goes speedily back towards the net, and no one's there. Amar, the smallest of touches just to keep it on point and make sure that first is scored by the Whiffmasters.
Yep, I called it in game number 1 here, Jay, with both these teams going super far up on the attack. We're near enough. They're over-aggressive. It's leaving them with very little space to move back into behind, whereas they can't reach that ball. They're just not quick enough to get back in time, and so they have paid the price there. Still tied up, though, so they can bring this back, and well, it's Silent Gaming. They very well could do.
All the way, 3 minutes to go. Syntax passing a little bit too far to Synox. Actually, that's good. Oh, that's great! Oh my God! What a passing play from the Silent side! Oh my word!
Well, you give them a challenge and they will take it. Silent Gaming not wanting to make this series easy for themselves. I'm going to decide, yeah, let's do the reverse sweep. Keep this. Sweep City 2. Mako can't put simple shots on that. He's got to be looking for little infield passes, Jay. There, when you're down, yeah, we still have half a game left, but you got to look for that more intricate play instead of just handing it over to your opponent, because it starts up counter like this. They can't play into Silent's hands.
Silent will take control of it right now. Here at the halfway point, 2-1 on the board for Silent Gaming, and defending against every shot. Syntax back to Italy. This shot is a little bit too wide. Oh, Amon! No, this is where everything starts crumbling now. Whiffmasters conceding a second goal by default to the Silent side.
Just gonna say though, it's a nice own goal. Well, we can say that.
See, if Amod was on silent, I would have given him credit there for fantastic reading and putting the ball in the back of the net. And now, Silent's just going to continue running with the momentum bacon. Like, what happened there?
Just a lot of awkward emotions, I think, going on right now. The lads from Whiffmasters do live up to their name. Let's just hope it's not for another couple of games, though, because they've been playing fantastically in games number 1 and 2. Dropping game number 3 through an own goal would be a little bit souring to this series.
1 minute and 50 on the clock, still plenty of time if Whiffmasters want to try and return it. Put the ball back against the silent side. Could be possible, I'm not denying it right now. Remain in play right now as Italy and Syntax play off this backboard touch. Cyanox trying to get the redirection. It's very, very good. Italy to follow it through. No, Mako will get there first. So Syntax to play defense for the moment. Just put the ball off target and will be successful. Actually challenging Amod pretty good. There's no one in the back of the net. If Syntax can get here, this could be a redirect. No, Mako just feeds it away. Italy to follow suit back towards that corner. Will go off the backboard where Wizzy will be able to disrupt for the moment. Cyanox with one more challenge off that backboard play. Amod drops it down in front of the net again. That could have been an awkward redirect if someone came in point blank from the silent side. Not quite to be though. It's 60 seconds left on the clock. Wizzy with a chance right here, but it will be defended by Cyanox.
Oh, that was really close. Two defenders having to dive across net to be able to get as many cars to cover that net, and we're just starting to see Silent Gaming here, Jay, play a little bit safer there, making sure they'll hit the ball down far into their opponent's end, and that's clever here. They've got 2 goals ahead, don't throw it.
For control of Amod, 35 seconds remaining. Whiffmasters need to score now if they want to turn this game to their favour. It looks like less than likely though, they've still got a 2-game buffer in this series, so I don't blame them too much for just kind of giving up on game number 3. So it looks like this is all going to be for the favour of Silent. 20 seconds remain. They still try and chip it back. Syntax control towards Italy. Touch there from Mako. We'll set up Amod to go in towards the corner, but Cyanox will keep it away. Italy now over to Syntax for the last 10 seconds. Silent Gaming looking to try and put this game to bed. Try and keep that match point from going to a series victory to the favour of Whiffmasters. It's Silent finally scoring their first game in our best of 5.
Yep,
and also the official death of Sweep City before we get there.
Yeah, but Sweep City might, rise from the ashes as a phoenix in game number 5, where it could be a reverse sweep. You don't realize that there's like a little second bite of the cherry there, Jay.
I don't think that counts, Bacon. I don't think it counts.
I say it counts, so it counts, okay? We're going my way or the highway, Jay. It still counts. So, like you said, game number 3 put to bed, 2-1 in favor of Whiffmasters. But unfortunately, I reckon Silent Gaming are thinking this series is going to be a sleepover and they want to stay all night long to game number 5 and they want to take it.
The redirects coming in from Silent Gaming. Their reads on this ball control are so good. Just got to get the reads on the defensive. Unfortunately, Syntax will be there to do so. Great defense from him. Can't quite get it past Amod. They try and set up the counter-attack. The ball will be dangerous, but Amod still keep control. Mako gets support behind him. Challenges Cyanox, puts it a little bit far wide. Now Syntax in with the ball. That backboard, Italy will be there to save it. Mako trying to see if they can kill the momentum, put it in the back of the net, but it won't quite happen. Whiffmasters with all of the control early on. It's not a great start from the Silent side. We're actually going to have to get forced back as now the counter-attack is set up here from this backboard. We're going to challenge against Cyanox. Not quite the best of aerial dribbles, finding will receive a little bit of backup to get it out into the orange half of the pitch. But in the early minute, no goals scored, but some close affairs from both Whiffmasters and Silent Gaming. And also a goal being taken by Mako.
Yeah, Mako there just waiting for Jay to finish his piece, and then he's going to put that away quickly, beat Cyanox to the ball, and then unfortunately Syntax waiting in net. It was just a lemon there, Jay. He couldn't do anything to it.
There we go, past the opening minute, it will actually be a goal scored by the Whiffmasters. Oh, but the passing plays are a little bit too high. Cyanox to try follow it through. Amod will just rotate in time to keep control. But oh man, a very quick kickoff start from Silent that almost went so well for them. The ball will go back towards their favour, however. Cyanox in the orange half with ball control, passing back to Syntax. Can he get the redirect in? Oh, it's good. It's too high again. The third match to come through Italy with a shot, and there we go. Silent will equalize early on.
Well done, Silent. I was a little bit worried after that missed opportunity straight away, Jay, that they were going to dissolve a little bit, you know, to get disheartened by not being able to put away a play. But no, they keep working at it. They keep that aggression going, and a quick little half rotate turns them back into the attack. And there you have it, tied up with 1 minute, 30 seconds only being played. This game still has so much life left in it.
Yeah, there's plenty more goals to be scored. The question is who is going to find them. Whiffmasters so far. And again, the early control in towards the orange half. We'll go back to their own. Sign-ups to try and keep it that way, but Mako will read the ball in the 50-50 challenge correctly. Syntax actually against Italy. Italy will just get it past and back over the Syntax for a very nice, powerful shot towards the back lines. Now Sign-ups in Italy here. Once again, Italy with a 100 boost. A nice 50-50 challenge as well, expecting the aerial and placed perfectly to keep ball control in towards the blue half. Mako will still be able to get it out eventually. Wizzy tries to keep it away from silent players. Italy once again goes off towards this corner, sent a player in from Syntax. No, Wizzy puts it off target. So the setup won't quite come through. Still Sonox to set it up. Actually dropped directly in front. That's going to try and dunk it down. Neymar gets there first. So all the reads going all the well for Whiffmasters at the moment. As we approach halftime, it's 1-1 on the board.
Silent Gaming have got control of the boost now. They're taking a lot more of those 100 boost canisters, and that's why you can see they've got that better aggression onto their opponents. On the opposite end, you have Whiffmasters, who you can see that attack was a little bit slow. The pass came in, but not a player to receive it. And it's purely just because they're looking for that boost a little bit more. They're trying to make the most out of these small boost pads and just taking their eyes off each other, losing that team play just a little bit. The 50-50 is good from Wizzy here, though.
Almost up for a good goal. Aim on to try and recover it, but Syntax has both of the defensives together. Now Synox in with the counter-attack going off that backboard, almost on target, but Wizzy will just cut it off at the post. Try and follow it through well alongside Amad out towards Mako, who will go a little bit wide of his own accord. Syntax will be here alongside Synox to defend it. 100 boost is picked up by the man. And now Italy. Last line of defense here, trying to see if he can get a good clear out. They're actually onto Wizzy. We'll put a shot on target. Again, Syntax going to be able to defend. He's fantastic at both the offensive and defensive roles. Makes him one of the standout players here for the Silent side. He's going to step up his weight, however. There's 1 minute and 10 on the clock, all even up. But 1-1 apiece, a very crucial game for Silent to be able to win. And they may have the chance right here, the defensive scramble, but all three back in towards the net. No shot set up by Synox, however. So no goal to be scored by Silent just yet.
Yeah, remember, this series is still sitting on the back of just a single goal at this point. Silent Gaming need to make it theirs.
What?
Oh! Syntax somehow like snake charmed that into the net.
Look at this one more time. Looked like he was going off the backboard. Mako completely went too far, and as a result, we're back up 2-1. Silent Gaming. 48 seconds till they will be pushing us to game number 5 and setting up the reverse sweep to their favor. Ball out, Synox into the blue half. Italy that has set his teammate up and not enough boost and awkward car control will go back towards the orange half of the net, and Amar with a great double touch opportunity, but not placing himself right. So the ball remains in the center field. Synox with a shot opportunity. Amar's going to try and get back in time and will be successful. Not quite, but the shot is too wide regardless. Italy with a follow through will not quite follow it either. Syntax will keep this ball in towards the corner. 20 seconds remaining. The time is ticking and it's pressure mounting for the Whiffmasters side. Silent would love to take this victory away. Take a series of best-of-5 from their main rivals here in the TCS eSports League. As Italy sets up Synox, it will go back to Amad off towards this corner. Going to try to figure this out, a double touch. Ball up, Mako puts it on target, but it goes on the ground. And Silent, we are going to go to game 5 here, Bacon. They have pushed us all the way.
After 2 quick series so far, series number 3 is going the whole way to the best of 5. It has been an absolute nail biter so far. Coming down to the stumps now, it seems like it's only right with game number 5. Players already joining on into the lobby. Jay, they're not waiting around for anyone here.
I don't think anyone wants to wait around for this one, Bacon. The next 5 minutes are going to be so crucial. Silent with an opportunity to pull a ridiculous victory and start putting themselves back on track here in the TCS eSports League. It's game 5 between them and the Whiffmasters as kickoff initially favors the Whiffmasters side, but again, Syntax in with control, trying to follow up with an offensive line, but not going to quite happen. Mako, the redirect pass to himself almost worked up as well. But Synox again in the back lines, reading the plays from Whiffmasters so well on Silent Gaming's side. But Italy in control, Amar with a shot on target. Syntax will still be there alongside Italy to keep it in control of the midfield. Not quite as confident from Silent as we saw in that last game, but regardless, it will still keep things all evened up and very close to some great shot opportunities here in the early minute of game 5.
Yeah, a lot of awkward play here from both sides. They're trying to near enough fake out their opponents.
Oh no!
Oh, and Wizzy with a, we don't care about you faking us out. We're just going to go straight through you with this hit. Look. Oof.
Synox, I think it probably could have done better if he actually went towards the net itself and tried to save the incoming shot. But yeah, unfortunately, the 50-50 challenge relied too much upon, in this case, on the Silent side. So Syntax and Italy and Synox going to try to make a return fire with another early quick equalizer goal, just defended as Wizzy gets a good shot on target. All the way from the other side, Syntax puts it into the corner. Ball back into the backboard. Synox will still be here. Wizzy with control. Now to Synox himself alongside Syntax here. Off the backboard, Synox and Italy both committing towards his offensive nature. It's still going to be too wide though. Amard and Mako. Ball control into the mid-center. Amard over to Italy. The ball out towards the midfield. I'm not going to quite follow it through. Synox still with control alongside Syntax. Playing for control right now, the Silent side. That's pretty much the aim of the game right here, but they're going to try and turn that control into an offensive product because there's still a goal down. If Whiffmasters are allowed to just keep things in their control over on the orange side, that's going to be a victory for them by default. It will be a 3-2 scoreline to their favor.
Yeah, this is interesting. So the very start of the game was all about who had the better offense, who was attacking more. That's why we saw the mistake come on out. Like you said, Jay, going up, he would have been better going across his net, but no, they're playing a style where you had to 50-50 everything, so going up for it was the right choice, just an unfortunate little mistake. Now we're starting to see the game slow out, and it's all because Whiffmasters are looking to just hold on to a 1-goal lead, then making sure they don't concede at all.
Halfway point of game 5 as well. Could get a little bit hairy for the Silent side. Right now it's looking like Whiffmasters have all the control right now. Ball off the backboard, Syntax going for a shot that's just going to get put off target by Amard himself. Synox, actually a good 50-50 challenge that keeps that going, but who's going to be here? Italy now away. Oh, a crucial miss, but Syntax is not set up towards the midfield. That's a shot that could have been taken, and so easily that could have been a goal scored by Silent to go back to evens. Still ball away, shot in from Mako. Italy's got to put that off and will be far back enough to do so. Amard still into the center, dropped in front. Synox just comes through with a save, very last second save as well. We continue to play on here, Synox and Syntax combining. Oh, the plays! And the ball control from Synox puts us up at 1-1.
So great last second save, and then to be able to turn this the whole way around. Synox just needs some sort of like medal from this, Jay, because that play is so deserving of it. I know, deem it as the team savior, the guardian angel of the goal, and the angel of death for their opponents, but not that quickly. Whiffmasters, at least give us some time.
Oh man. No man in the defensive line from the Silent side, and Whiffmasters will quickly reinstate their lead. Oh boy, 1 minute and 45 on the clock here, Bacon. As the Silent Gaming team need another equalizer. It took them a very long time to get it done in the early part of this matchup. They've got so little time, and maybe overtime could be a possibility at this point, but this is just not the way that they wanted this match to go. Whiffmasters in full control of this game and of this series. Good pass back to Synox. No, he's a little bit too far forward, and the ball is too far wide, meaning that it'll just go off the backboard, picked between him and that wall. But Italy with another chance opportunity. Syntax's 50-50 challenge, but Matt will get it past him. We continue to play on to the advantage of Whiffmasters.
How do you even come up with the thought of that? Silent Gaming looking for every opportunity at net, and they are throwing everyone there. You can see 3 lads up into attack. They know how much this last goal is needed, and they know defending is not the answer here. They've got to come up with a very good play now.
Last chance opportunities now. 40 seconds remaining. Italy on the other side. Mako and Wizzy here. Amard missing. Italy off that backboard. Going to go for a second touch. That almost was set up, but there was no centre player again. No midfield presence from Silent Gaming. Will return back to their own half of the pitch. Synox has got to get this defense. Syntax has got to get this clear. It's last chance opportunities for this squad now, as they are boost starved. Synox will try and get it past. He had a fantastic ball control play earlier, but now he loses control of it. Amard and Mako up for an offensive line. 10 seconds, they drop it directly in front of the goal. Ball up, Syntax, Synox, Italy, they've got to defend now. Here's Wizzy, looks to just kill the ball's momentum. Mako out towards the net. Synox to keep it up for the moment, but Amard puts it off target, and it will touch the floor. Whiffmasters denying the reverse sweep in game number 5, and Silent will fall victim to their old rivals once again.
I'm lost for words, Jay. Just Silent Gaming cannot catch a break against Whiffmasters, can they? Every single time Whiffmasters just stop them in their tracks and actually stop in this train. We're not going into Sweep City. Unfortunately, the reverse sweep is cancelled, and Whiffmasters, oh, rightfully so, they have squared it up between them and Silent Gaming, both now moving on to 2 apiece. 2 wins, 2 losses after week 4. Whiffmasters had to work for that in the end, didn't they?
They really, really did. Like, I'll give credit to Silent at the end of the day. They were in. They were putting up a very, very good performance overall. It just wasn't quite enough to go all the way in this particular case. And Whiffmasters, they worked themselves to the bone to try and get that 5th game together. Certainly did look like there was a chance they would have lost the whole series in games 3 and 4. But unfortunately, not today. It's Silent going to be dropping another one. As you say, both teams moving up to that 2-2. And Whiffmasters starting to look a little bit more like the Whiffmasters that we were hoping to see come to fruition throughout the course of this season. But there's 2 more teams that we want to see. If you want to see how well they'll be able to do, actually. It's Lorsane versus the Elvets in our last match of the night here, so don't go anywhere. So after this very, very short break, we will bring you that matchup as the last of week 4 comes to a close here on the TCS eSports League.